All right. I think we've all had a little bit of too much Bad Bunny. I don't think you could ever have enough Bad Bunny after this past weekend. Welcome into the my gosh, got a frog in my throat. Might be a cookie. A frog in my throat. Welcome to the Roots Rundown. I am your host. Today is February 10th. I'm your host, Peyron Baxter. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. This episode is going to be a fun one. Again, starting the song off with Party from Un Verano Sin Ti. Debatably one of Bad Bunny's best albums, the #1 album of the year, over the eras with Taylor Swift and over Beyonce. But well, welcome in, and this is gonna be a fun one. Again, starting the episode with Party. Before we get started, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Rally Cruise podcast. This is how we grow this platform. If you can just share it, if you can just tell people about it, it does a lot. It helps us reach people we haven't met before. We've got folks outside the country now that are subscribers, that have commented, that have sent us notes, folks from outside the States, of course. So our reach is growing, and it's all because of you all that tune in and engage. This is a classroom, and it's not that you're coming here to learn from me. We're learning from each other. I learn from you all. You all teach each other inside the comments. It's fantastic. But we have to keep growing this thing. So if you could, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And again, if you have a couple bucks, please make sure you scan this QR code right here. I'm getting better at the backwards of it all. If you could just throw a couple bucks. I know times are hard, but it goes a long way. We actually have some pretty decent donors, and I thank you all for donating last show and after our last full show too. So it's been fantastic. All right, let me get this off the screen. Terrible capitalist. I actually have my shirt from Puerto Rico right here on with Virgilio Davila, who is a Puerto Rican poet from the 1800s that Bad Bunny's, some of the people that he drew on for the Tenemos Photos, was one of their predecessors. And Virgilio Davila is known for wanting independence from the colonial powers, whether it be from Spain or from the Americas. And one of his famous lines from one of his poems is, "Don't give your land to a stranger, no matter how well they pay you." So this episode, we're actually going to get into the show itself. So if you missed the Super Bowl, Benito Bowl, we're actually going to play it right now. We're going to play it right now. We're going to stop, talk about it in between. And that's going to be the episode. Then at the end, we're going to see the backlash, because there's some backlash. But of course, we're also going to see how people from all around the world reacted to this. I'm sure y'all seen some of these clips before, but they're worth playing over and over again, because every time I see them, my black ass, not from anywhere besides a settler colonial project called the United States of America, I stop what I'm doing and I watch these people from Honduras or Cuba or Jamaica or Colombia, and I just watch them all stop and cry, and I cry with them. because and these are people who are well older than me, people who are well younger than me, and everything in between, because representation matters. So that's what today's show is going to be about. So if you want to talk about the Epstein files and, did you see that? I promise we'll be back Thursday and it's going to be that. But today is about Baboni, Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, the meanings, the political meanings, the messages, the culture, the flavors, the men, the women, the everything. And that's what today's about. So if you don't want to watch this today, I understand, but today's for folks who might have missed the Super Bowl, which I doubt anybody did because it was the most watched Super Bowl halftime show in history. But that's what today's about. But it's still political. So let's get again. This is from La Residencia down in Puerto Rico at Choliseo. So my wife was down there for the last two shows. This is what she brought me back. Now she got the cool one that says, no me quiero de aquí. She got the actual name of the tour. I'm like, okay, well, people don't know who this dude is. I have to like tell them, oh, this on the back it says DB Terama Photo. Anyway, any who'sville. Are y'all ready? Let's get into it. Let's have fun. And the name of today's episode is Bad Bunny and the Performance America Needed. And I got that title from a spoken word and poet, a Black brother named Stuart Dante. I think I'm saying his name right. And he wrote a 20-slide, fantastic, Instagram thing. And I shared it on mine, tagged him to it. And he said something today, right before I got on. He said, you know what, y'all? He thought about something that he said, we need to, we have so little wins on the proverbial left against this fascist regime. Sit with this moment. Like, if you need to talk about how this thing liberated you, as Lorena said earlier, she said, Bad Bunny renewed my spirit. It was fire. Yes, it renewed your spirit. It renewed my spirit because it showed us something, and we'll get into it. So if you need to sit with this for longer than just, let's get back to work, let's get back to politics. Who told you that? Who told you have to sit in some sort of imaginary trap of sadness and sorrow? Let's tap into our ancestry. Let's tap into each other. And even if you're not ancestrally from, the Caribbean, like, which I'm not, but still, like, we're our humanity. We have more things shared than we do have separate. So that's what today's about. So I'm talking too long. Let's get into it. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right. So we'll be playing this whole thing, y'all. So again, if you ain't seen it or you don't want to see it, go somewhere else. Here we go.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show.
Qué rico es el latino. ¡Hoy se ve!
All right, just quick pause. I'm gonna let it keep going here because folks are joining in. We are playing Bad Bunny's Super Bowl show, and it's opening in a sugarcane plantation. The brother starts. It can't get no more political than starting on a sugarcane plantation. Sugarcane was the largest export that was taken to Puerto Rico. As we know, the first person to land there was Cristobal Colombo. Christopher Columbus, because he got lost trying to go to India, and then this is when the sugar trade started. And this is where he starts with. You see the habano hats, you see them with their machetes, and Benito starts right here. Here we go.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Ey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían y dale a la que en un VIP, ey. Saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían las que se olvidaron ya de mí.
All right, pausing again, not trying to mess up the vibe. But you see there, he's bringing in, and these are real businesses. So the icy shop back there is a real business, and that Tia was out there, and her family was recording it. And then even the culture, and you got the Afro Puerto Ricans, you know, you got those men out there who are from the descendants of enslaved people on the island. And he said they're playing dominoes like my uncles used to play on the corners. When they say, I don't understand this, it's because they lack cultural literacy. And then, of course, we have the Boricuas in the nail salons, right? With their beautiful, beautiful, long and colorful nails, sitting there with all their sass, looking fine as hell.
Me gustan mucho la Gabriela, la Patricia, la Nicole, la Sofía, mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llama Batalía. Tengo una colombiana que me escribe todos los días y una mexicana que ni yo sabía, otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía y la TPR que...
Another business, Vilas Tacos, a real business, a gentleman of Mexican descent. He started this business on the side of the road, and now he is in the Super Bowl, and his whole team was there as well. I mean, and then these two boxers, one of them is, I think his name is Xander with the blue gloves. He is the world champion, I think welterweight, maybe middleweight. I can't remember, but he is the Puerto Rican champ of the world. And Benito got him for the Super Bowl, which of course makes sense.
Toditas son mías, una dominicana que juega bombón, ey, uva bombón, la de Barcelona que viene en avión. Con mi corazón quisiera mudarme con todas por una mansión. El día que me case te envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso.
Antes tú me pichabas, ahora yo picheo. Antes tú me querías, ahora yo no quiero. Antes tú me pichabas.
Las mujeres en el mundo entero,
Antes tú me querías.
perreando sin miedo.
Tranqui,
Yo perreo, ey, mueve.
yo perreo sola.
Okay, ey.
Now they said, why did MAGA not like the Super Bowl? It's because all the women were adults. And he sung Yo Pero Sola, which is basically a song saying that women should be able to, women dance by themselves and men should leave them alone when they dance by themselves. So consent, respecting women. That's what this song specifically, it looks like, oh, they're twerking, they're shaking their ass. It's saying women can have the autonomy to dance by themselves. Yo Pero Sola.
Mi día anda fugado y yo quiero que tú me lo escondas. Agárralo como bonga, se metió una que le pone cachonda. Ey, bríncalo, dímelo hondo. Ey, si te lo mando no me llames. Canciones pa' que me ames. Si tu novio no te... Pa' eso que no. Ey, en el perreo no se quita. Pumi se pone bella. Ey, me llama si me necesita. Ey, pero por ahora está solita y ya perrea. Bienvenido a la fiesta más grande del mundo entero. Ey, yo la conocí en mi África. Ella sabe que aquí hay tica. Quiere que yo se la aplique. Que para se la trafique. Ey, voy a llevarte pa' PR, mami, pa' que veas cómo es que se perrea. Trae a tu amiga si te gusta la idea. Dile que esta noche vamos a janguear. Ey, qué rico lo vamos a pasar. Aquí nadie se va a casar, pero tú te vas a querer quedar.
Now there was this right winger that said, "This is nothing but a gay liberal halftime show," and someone and I'm like, there's a bunch of thick Latinas throwing ass for like 13 minutes. If that's gay, if that is gay, call me the gayest. Call me the gayest of them all. If watching these beautiful, sun-kissed, from all complexions, from all directions, giving me all sorts of is gay, then call me the gayest.
Ay, aprovecha que estoy soltero, single.
And here he's giving respect to the roots of reggaeton. He's about to get into Gasolina. I know if y'all don't know Bad Bunny songs, you definitely know Gasolina. And I was looking all over for Daddy Yankee at this point. But you got to give roots back to the folks that put him on.
música de Puerto Rico, de los barrios y los caseríos.
That 2 seconds of two men grinding on themselves caused the right wing to melt the fuck down. And I said, if two men expressing intimacy with one another threatens or challenges your masculinity, it was never strong to begin with. You never really had strong masculinity. Seeing two men grinding on each other consensually, not raping each other like the people y'all look up to, not beating each other like the people y'all want to say should play the Super Bowl, not, taking advantage of people, but seeing two men or a trans person just existing, if that threatens your masculinity, I'm sorry to tell you, brother, I don't think you're really that masculine. I think it's very, very weak. It's very fragile. And this is what we talk about toxic masculinity. It's right there.
Ella viene por ahí. Ella nunca llega sola. Todos los bandidos que sueltan la pi. Ey, ey, que esta noche lo que haya. Perreo, baby. Sobreteo, baby. Castrao, baby. Hasta abajo, baby. No te quitas, baby. En la disco, baby. Ey, ey, ey. Perreo, baby. Sobreteo, baby. Castrao, baby. Todos los latinos, baby. Ey, hasta abajo, baby.
Sapo Cancho! If you guys don't know, that is the frog that is indigenous to Puerto Rico, that is endangered, that he uses as a mascota for the show. And it's become its own sort of a thing for Bad Bunny. And people have been dressing up as Sapo Cancho. And again, it's important to, he puts it, everything was intentional in this show to remind you of the island and the culture and what is being erased due to colonization, due to gentrification. But Sapo Cancho, that's my boy.
Buenas tardes, California.
This moment is very important as well. You see, you have these violinists wearing suits, right, which is of European descent. It is meant to show the Spanish influence over the island, right? The European influence over the island, right? This idea of being buttoned up, but still what's inside the sugarcane fields, right? And what Bad Bunny's saying here, it says, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm here at the Super Bowl, I'm about to just tell you what it's going to say here. That means that I never gave up on myself, and you should never give up on yourself. You're worth more than you think. Believe me. I never give up on myself, and I never stop believing in myself. And you should never give up on yourself. You're worth more than you think. Believe me. That's what he's about to say.
Mi nombre es Benito Martínez Ocasio. Y si hoy estoy aquí en el Super Bowl 60, es porque nunca dejé de creer en mí. Tú también deberías de creer en ti. Para más de lo que pienso. Créeme. Dime. Esto es lo que tú querías.
Por el poder.
And people say at this point, we're about to see a guest come on, but what he said was, "Is this what you really wanted?" Basically, and gesturing to who's about to be the guest after this wedding, which is a real wedding. Bad Bunny had a real wedding. These people invited Bad Bunny to their wedding, and he said, "You know what? Let's flip that shit. Y'all come to the Super Bowl and get married. This is a real wedding." They got married on the cliffs of, I can't remember where right now. My brain's going. They got married on the cliffs somewhere, and now they're getting married. They got engaged on the cliffs of some waterfall, and now they're getting married at the Super Bowl. Beautiful.
Que se me otorga, los declaro marido y mujer. Puedes besar a la novia.
So again, he was saying, is this what you wanted to see? Or this is what you wanted to hear? Basically, a more mainstream, a more, to be honest, a white woman. And I think this was a jab at the political right. Oh, we don't know what he's saying. He's a foreigner. Okay, fine. You don't want to hear me. Even though I'm an American citizen. I've been a part of America longer than Donald Trump has. And my ancestry goes back further than Donald Trump has as an American citizen, even though we're a colony. So he gestures, is this what you want to hear? And we get Lady Gaga.
Lost in the words that we scream. I don't even want to do this anymore. 'Cause you already know what you mean to me. And I love the only one.
And Lady Gaga is wearing a MAGA not MAGA, but similar sounds. That is the hibiscus, which is the flower of Puerto Rico.
Fighting for wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow, so I'ma love you every night like it's the last night, like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was through, I wanna hold you just for a while and die with a smile. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you.
And I think she did a good job there. She didn't take center stage. She didn't do the whole Beyonce with Coldplay and kind of take it onto her own situation. Like she said, "Hey, I'm gonna give it to you." And as Kara says here, Ian Salsa, baby, exactly. She switched it up. She had the plena players there. They're not plena, excuse me. But the salsa sounds. That's how you do it. That's how you give homage, right? With a little bit of a flip. Sorry.
Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda.
Hey.
No, no te puedo olvidar, no, no te puedo borrar. Y yo tenía muchas novias, pero como tú ninguna. Ya no tengo mi sol, me paso en la luna. Si te piensas me tiro de uno.
Again, paying an homage to kids that fall asleep at their long ass Latino events, parties, fiestas, but also Black folks happens to us too. Our parents, they can't stop playing music, and we get trying to fall asleep. They be like, "Wake the fuck up, get up," and that's what that was an homage to that triggered all of us. Like I remember being those kids sitting on a bunch of leather ass jackets, hot as hell, sweat and slobber getting stuck to my face. That's it. We all been that kid. Intentionality.
Ay, ay, mi diablo me llama el mi vida, ay, mi diablo me llama el mi vida. Baila, baila, baila sin miedo, ama sin miedo.
Now he's giving love to the diasporic Puerto Ricans, right? The diasporic Latinidad. These shops that you're going to see are real businesses. Again, going back to what we saw earlier with the carts and the taco stands, these are real New York businesses. And you're going to see Tontillo, which is the last Puerto Rican social club that still exists. She's going to hand Bad Bunny a shot in a few minutes here, or in a few seconds here. The intentionality, and her address is actually on that red awning. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, probably can't. Over the Puerto Rican flag there. Her address to the actual establishment is on the screen for 135.8 million people to see. So if they're ever in New York, they can go get this. Again, intentionality. Gotta love it.
Okay.
Is YouTube down? Did YouTube take it down? Oh no. Let me see, guys. Oh no. Did it hit me with a policy violation? I figured that was going to happen. My gosh. That's okay. If you guys missed it, let's see. Sorry, folks. Hold on 1 second. Let's just see what's going on. Let's see. Oh, it did. It did take it down. Let me see if I can reload it. Let me see if I can reload it here, folks. Or just took it down completely. So I'm live still on Facebook, it looks like. My goodness. Let's see. Sorry, one more second. One more second, folks. Update the channel. Please provide stream key. Let's take you